Yes, 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 yes. So, just got done watching Peacemaker episode 6 of season 2. Now, for anybody who's been following not only my channel but just followed the world of what's going on with the DCU, Peacemaker, James Gunn, and the critics only got a chance to watch the first 5 episodes. So episodes 6, 7, and 8 were not released to the critics due to James Gunn not wanting to spoil any big surprises. Yeah, I can see why. And man, this episode was awesome. I mean, everything happened in this episode that needed to happen. So I'm gonna talk about it. But before we get started, guys, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the love and support. Thank you. All right, so Peacemaker episode 6. So as episode 5 ends, Peacemaker goes through the portal. He goes to the other dimension, but he's going there for good. That's his plan, right? Well, there's always been something off with this world. Now, I've heard different theories, Earth X, stuff like that. But I've even mentioned it, seen some comments and stuff where they said, there's really nobody of color in this dimension, which, I mean, that's interesting, I guess, to a good observation, right? You're like, that's kind of suspicious, especially we live in such a multicultural world, right? Well, that so I'm gonna spoil some things for anybody who hasn't seen it. Please go watch the episode before I start rambling. Okay. So there was a couple things that we were questioning, right, so far. Well, as Peacemaker goes to this dimension, the 11th Street Kids, Hardcore, Economos, Adebayo, Vigilante were like, hey, we're going to go get Chris back. So here the journey begins. So now they are in this other dimension and they're seeing like, wow, what a life, Chris is living over here, or that Peacemaker is living. Like, got a lot of money, big place, this and that. He's a hero. He's with his father. He's with his brother. And there's a lot of funny parts, and Vigilante is, of course, always hilarious. He's like dead set on meeting his his self from another dimension. So that's always a fun little gag throughout the episode. But the big reveal, here it is. So as Peacemaker and Hardcore from the current dimension, they have a good moment and great acting by both, Jennifer Holland and John Cena. Great acting. Their dynamic is really good this season. But instead of, he looks and sees it's not an American flag. Instead of course, the 50 stars that we have, it's a Nazi symbol. So they haven't mentioned the name of the Earth or whatever, but it's pretty much like if, let's say, Nazis were to have won World War II. And when it really starts hitting the fan is, everybody's over in this other dimension. Well, Adebayo happens to walk. And it's so messed up, but it's so hilarious how they did it. His brother stops on the dime. He's like, black person. And she's being chased. It is madness, right? So we got that big reveal. This world is not what it all cut out to be, right? And then on top of all of this, Rick Flag trying to find Peacemaker, okay? Well, Peacemaker's in another dimension. He goes and makes a call. He says, I got to go to Belle Reve. Well, who's in Belle Reve? Who does he have to go visit in Belle Reve? Dun, dun, dun. Lex Luthor. Let's go. So we got Lex Luthor showing up in Peacemaker, which, like, I mean, it's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. So now you got Rick Flag Sr. He's going to be working with Lex Luthor, Pocket Universe, and they're going to get Peacemaker. So, I mean, this episode, for being only like 35 minutes, I mean, so much shit happened, and it was awesome. I give this episode an 8.5, 8.5 out of 10. I mean, this episode was, I mean, just, you're like, man, what's this? What's that? What's this? Even the funny moment with Vigilante actually meeting himself, and then, you know, they're loving all the same things. Hey, what about this? What about that? Hey, do you like black candies? Hey, do you like red sweaters? You know, they're just going back and forth. And then he goes, is Peacemaker your BFF? And he's like, and then the Vigilante in this other dimension, he's like, I fucking hate Peacemaker. He's my arch nemesis. Just absolutely great, man. Great writing. I mean, yeah, I mean, it was smart of James Gunn to hold this stuff back, man, because that's a huge reveal of Lex Luthor. We're gonna see him again towards the end of the season. We only got 2 more episodes after this. So I'm only curious for what more is in store. But hey, guys, that is my review for Peacemaker episode 6. It was a huge one. If you haven't got a chance to watch it, please go ahead and do it. I already spoiled most of it for you. But if you did see it, please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm curious. Were you guys pumped for it? Did that big reveal live up to the hype? Are you excited for what's to come? Let me hear your thoughts down below. But guys, this is Real Rumble. Until next time, peace out.